This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 507. I am Brian Kilby, and with me I am joined by Diecast, who just came back from New York, New York for Toy Fair.
Hello.
Hey, good, awesome job this week covering all the stuff from Toy Fair. You did a great job.
I had to eat a lot of Titan Masters to keep going all day.
And your recording of the Q&A was pristine. Just want you to know that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You took your fancy recorder, didn't you?
Yep.
Did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
Don Ferguson's here, Headmaster Don himself.
Hey, buddy.
Chris.
Yo.
Matt.
Hi.
Rob Clay.
Hello.
And John DeLuna is playing Street Fighter V, so I don't know if he's going to be
As usual.
around.
But I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, but I'm not here. But I'm here.
He's here anytime he can take his hand off the controller long enough to hit the unmute button.
What kind of joystick are you using, John?
Mad Cats.
Okay.
Not the best, not the worst, but
Gets the job done.
So you are using a
of desserts of joysticks.
Okay.
so you are using a 6-button controller for Street Fighter. You have to, right? You are using that.
Of course.
Okay.
Don't be a
Yes,
monster,
yes.
Don.
So the Mad Cats, is that called the Massey?
Massey.
Interesting.
Yeah,
idea.
the joystick that attacks back.
So I'm gonna diverge for a second. So Hyperkin, the company that makes the Retron and they make other like accessories and stuff, they're releasing a Super Nintendo styled control pad for the Xbox One and PC, and I should have it. I should have it Thursday. I am super stoked. I'll be honest with you, I'm super stoked to use it. So
I like the Super Nintendo controller. It's not as nice as the Nintendo 64 controller or the Dreamcast controller, but I do like it.
I assume it's sized for adult hands now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo controller format's my favorite controller of all time. So I'm
I
really
mean, there's
excited.
a reason that Sony kept that when they took, the PlayStation development materials and struck out on their own.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the handles. It's actually
No, it
the
doesn't. But
dog
like the
bone.
button layout,
Yeah.
there's a reason they kept that when they,
Yep. Hey, so make sure to catch all of our Toy Fair coverage from this weekend. We have lots of podcasts. Oh my God, the podcast we did this weekend. The live streams, the podcast, the photos, the video, the audio. Go to tfradio.net to listen to all the podcasts, and all of the photos are nicely organized on our Facebook page at facebook.com/tfradio. Make sure to like it and make sure to tell your friends, because dagnabbit, we do a lot of work with that, put a lot of energy and effort into it, and it's awesome. Also, while you're there, sign up for our RFC Insider mailing list. If you're on our Facebook page, there's actually a tab for it. Or you can go to tfradio.net/insider to sign up. We'll give you updates on what's going on at Radio Free Cybertron. And we also have some exclusive content. The content for this week will be what happened once we went off the air on our Saturday Toy Fair live stream. It's pretty fun.
I don't even remember what happened when we went off the air on Saturday.
You need to
We
subscribe.
talked for another hour or so.
Yeah. And Joelanta is about 2 weeks away. Go to joelanta.org. That's JOELANTA.org. We will be at the Botlanta Transformers track. And we will be we'll have multiple panels, how to do your own toy reviews. We'll do our 2017 product review, basically using the information Diecast got this weekend. We'll have a Transformers trivia contest. It's just going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff there, we do this every year, but this is the biggest one we've ever done. Typically, we do 1 or 2 panels. We have like 5 or 6 or 7. It's going to be awesome. So, Joelanta.
Yeah, some of us need to start making notes for our panels at this point, I think.
Yeah, I got to work on the PowerPoint for the trivia contest and for the toy review.
And Brian, I'm going to bore everybody to death.
No, Don,
I mean,
we'll be there
really.
to help.
We'll help you, Don.
I feel like I'm going to the gallows here at this point.
Don, you're the steak. We'll be the sizzle. It'll be good. It'll be okay.
Okay, so who's the Heinz 7 then?
Matt.
That's going to be a bland-ass panel.
Anybody get anything new this week?
I did.
Besides me?
I did. Cherry Sprite.
Yeah. Y'all go first.
I'll go
Okay,
after Don.
I got probably one of the oldest new things. I got Snowcat.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
From Energon.
I'm sorry.
I just love this character. He's just,
Is that the exclusive version or the? That's
No.
that looks like the retail one.
Yeah, that's the retail. The exclusive version is literally all black with like orange eyes.
was that KB?
Yeah. I was actually working there at the time. Sorry. Okay. So I thought I was. It was a little bit before that when I was still there.
But yeah, if I remember right, that the exclusive Snowcat shipped with a redeco of Downshift.
I don't remember. I remember buying it. It's probably in a drawer somewhere.
That was the Downshift with the gigantic Autobot symbol on the hood,
God.
Wasn't it? As Energon tended to do, yes.
Yeah.
So Diecast, how do you like that as a toy?
I think it's okay. I think it held up the test of time for an Energon toy.
The Energon Decepticons in general are actually really good toys, especially considering how long ago they were developed.
Yeah.
Those really held up well over time.
Of course, I love Snowcat because it is a takeoff on Snowcat, the G.I. Joe. The same name.
Wasn't he released in G.I. Joe colors for an overseas exclusive or something?
Was it?
I thought there was a Tiger Force deco of it, but I might be just imagining that.
There's a Tiger Force deco of this.
Okay, Brian's off to eBay.
Again, like I said, I might be imagining this. It has been 13.
I'm going to eBay.
Right. So Diecast, did you get anything else?
Yes. Thanks to Transformers Forged to Fight, the mobile game that's going to be coming out in spring, which I really liked. I got Voyager, Optimus Prime, Titan's Return.
Oh, is that a freebie that they
nice.
did?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
For going to the event, checking out the game, and drinking the drinks at the open bar, which I made sure to do because I don't like to insult people. So
so you basically paid for
go to somebody's open bar and get given toys.
Seriously.
Any other cool freebies, or is that the only one you got?
Yep. I still got from Hasbro gave us one RID Deluxe.
Oh, nice.
Which
you got another.
I got Windblade, but
that's the good Windblade.
I also got a Marvel Legends figure. I had the Black Spider-Man, and I traded for a Blur because I want to review him, and I like that vehicle mode a lot.
Yeah,
nice.
So.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be Death's Head 2.
Don's going to kill us all,
I'm getting that figure as soon as I can.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's okay. After Joey beats up Diecast, we can have him protect us from Don.
I am not finding a Tiger Force Snowcat.
I guess I imagined it.
Energon Tiger Force Snowcat.
Or it could have been in a Joe set, and they just recolored.
I doubt it.
Well, I mean, it could have been a regular Snowcat in Tiger Force colors. For a Joe set.
They should have done that as a JoeCon exclusive.
Put it this way, it wouldn't be the first Transformers exclusive redeco that I dreamed into existence.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm still mad we didn't get Viper and a Tiger Force paint job.
Oh my god. Okay. What else? Anybody else get anything?
I got some stuff.
Transformers?
Yes, but I'm still gonna.
Of course.
Picked up Shocker and Darkhawk. Darkhawk, yay! From Marvel Legends.
Don likes the Shocker.
But no, I mean, I've always liked the Shocker's outfit. He's always had a great look to him. It takes a brave man to fight to be a criminal in a quilt.
It's true.
There's that.
I assume that was fishnets.
Yeah.
Full body fishnets.
I picked up Time to Return Megatron today.
Nice.
Finally found some new product. I'm probably going to skip Optimus and get Optimus in the gift set. So I'm going to wait for that Optimus to come out. Yeah, the laser Optimus. And one of the two things I've got off eBay came in today. This is the KB I'm sorry, the Yes model BB7. They're a company kind of like Weijing that does unlicensed Transformer products. This is their thrust. Have not transformed them yet. Very similar in size, robot mode to Toy World's. Runs about $25 to $30 cheaper than the Toy World version. And after reading reviews, this version, the Yes model, actually has a extra hinge that you can put the wings down near the hips.
Wait, Don,
so it's a little more show.
Is this a knockoff?
It's a KO, but it's kind of like why.
Don't you feel guilty of like depriving the Toy World people of their hard-earned design that they own?
Well, here's the thing: the sizes for these are very similar between the Yes model and the Toy World. It's just this one had the different engineering that I wanted to put the wings in the right position. But I only wanted one.
But Toy World came up with it. Don't you think they deserve your money for coming up with that?
I mean, I would have bought the cars if it wasn't apparently a very bad piece of crap at almost double the price. So there's that. So and then and hopefully tomorrow or Friday, I'll be getting the Weijing Clear MPP-10, their slightly upscaled version of Masterpiece Optimus, but in the clear plastics. And hopefully I'll have him by next week to show off.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
I got Peppermint Cool Whip in the refrigerator.
Oh, God. Chris, go ahead.
So last week I forgot to mention I got the Legends Laserbeak, which is the Takara Tomy redeco, which actually looks like Laserbeak colors. I got this for 15 shipped. I'm really happy with that deal. This is actually, with this now I have all of the Data Device cassette character toys, one way or the other. Either, envy me or pity me. I'm not sure which.
Little from column A, little from column B.
Honestly, I like the Data Device toys more than most people seem to, so I'm pretty happy all around.
Except for Stripes. Except for Stripes and Ravage.
Okay, maybe, but just yesterday came in apparently my last birthday present, delayed a little while because of shipping from Japan. It's Transformers Adventure Thunderhook, which Paladin got for me. Thank you, Paladin.
That's so
and we think.
I mean, I believe him.
But he is so much better than the
Oh, it is so pretty, and I love this toy. It is really, really cool design. Like everything I've handled from the 2016 Robots in Disguise Warrior class lineup has really impressed me. Like that is where the line got good. And I'm glad to have another piece out of this, and especially like this was worth waiting for, like overall, not just the apparently month or so it took to ship from Japan, but like waiting until I was able to get the adventure version over picking up the Hasbro one. This is a really nice little deluxe. And then today I found the only Titans Return Megatron in the Middle Tennessee area, as far as I know.
Really?
And I'm very pleasantly surprised with this. I was saying before we started pre-show, I think, the transformation, engineering, and complexity is kind of on par with something like Generation Springer, more so than like a Combiner Wars Voyager. There's a lot to do. When you figure out where everything has to sit to line all the pegs and tabs up, it goes from mode to mode pretty smoothly, and like you can figure everything out without looking at pictures or instructions, but like there's just enough to it to be a little bit of a challenge. So it's really actually very enjoyable. It's got pretty good posability. I haven't had a chance to go too in depth with it, but like most everything feels really good. The joint tolerances feel really nice. The Titan Master's face would probably do with a coat of paint. The details are getting a little bit lost in the flat semi-translucenty gray that Hasbro uses sometimes, and those chest stickers have got to go. Although, from all accounts, they probably will go of their own volition before too long. The jet mode is really good. The tank mode's passable. Like the tank mode is the weakest looking mode, but it's solid and it's good enough for me. But that jet mode is fantastic.
How does it compare, like, to the Combiner Wars Megatron?
Better.
Good.
Smaller, of course.
Yeah.
But one big problem that leader Megatron had was It had all the like basic joints you would expect, but it was really hard to actually pose it with them because of all the ratcheting and the odd angles. It was something that looked really imposing when you stood it, straight up and down like a statue, but you couldn't do a lot with it. This does not have that problem.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
the visuals. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought you were done, but I'm gonna interject every once in a while just because things trigger from Toy Fair, and one of the things they said is they were surprised that people are not surprised, but they realized that people like the complexity of some of the triple changers that we had, and it sounds like they want to move away from really, really simple, but still stay away from really, really difficult and find that nice middle ground, which is really where I think they should be. And I'm really excited that they mentioned that, and like, yeah, we want to try and, keep some complexity, but not make it overly complicated.
Yeah, if they can dial that in reliably, I see no problem with that as a motive going forward. Anyway, I was just going to say the design styling of this hits me in the right way that if I was to take any of these retail Megatrons and like slap an Autobot sticker on it, this would probably be the one. It's the one that reads the most to me, similar to how he looks in IDW. So it's probably the one I could do that with.
Okay, cool.
And that's what I got this week.
Awesome. Anybody else?
I got a couple of pounds of Age of Extinction Construct bots at 50 cents a pound at my Goodwill outlet.
That's awesome. Okay, so this week in history, 1998, the Beast Wars episode "Stop the Sneezing" premieres in Japan, and for those of you who don't know, that's the Low Road. And if you don't know the Low Road, it's the one where Rhinox farted.
Rob Springer loves that episode.
He loves that episode. Is that the worst episode of Beast Wars?
No, Go With the Flow is generally regarded as the worst episode of Beast Wars. Although I always thought that was fun. Also, in terms of episode premieres for this week, The Return of Optimus Prime Part 1 and 2, but I'm pretty sure we talked about that last year at this time, so I left that out.
Yeah. I love The Return of Optimus Prime. I can't help myself.
I like Dark Awakening better, but
Yeah. In 2000, the Kid Rhino VHS tape of the original Transformers Volumes 4 through 6 were released in the US, both individually and in the bonus 3-pack. So the timing on that's a little weird. So this is around the time that DVD's coming out.
Yeah, this was the transitional period.
So you notice that this is also way late compared to when the actual... I mean, of course, Kid Rhino just got the license around this point, within like a year or two. But for people who don't... like Eric Crownover, who was on the Toy Fair stream, I mean, we've been doing the podcast longer than he's been live. There's a period when Transformers were not around. I mean, there's G1 was effectively dead for... oh God, 15 years in the US anyway. So like for the last 10 years, 11 years, we've lived in a Generations world where everything is typically an homage to G1, but there's a period, say from about 91, 92. Then you had your G2, but basically from that there on, like 95 through 2006, early 2006, it was either the Unicron trilogy, Beast Wars, Beast Machines, Robots in the Skies, or nothing. So it's just kind of interesting that this was a period in time when the G1 cartoon hit VHS, and this was being marketed pretty much to adults. I mean, it's fair to say, even though it's Kid Rhino, I think we can safely say it was adults buying this and not kids. It's interesting to me, especially considering all of us, or most of us, lived through this. But now,
I remember 20-year-old me going to the store to buy these.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just the world has changed so much, and I swore up and down, say around 98, 99, 2000, that G1 was dead and was never coming back in any shape or form. I was wrong.
He was wrong.
I remember around that same point in time, Deathy, for whatever reason, was harping on the idea that one day we would have victory with ball joints.
Well, there you go. He was right. Deathy was right.
Yeah.
Now, how long ago were the Rhino DVD sets released? Because I didn't think
Around
I
the
got
same
them.
time.
Okay,
Well-
I was going to say I didn't think I got them much. I don't remember these, but I remember the Rhino.
couple
It was
years
within
after.
it was within 2 or 3 years.
Within a couple
Yeah.
years, yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember buying those two.
So I had a DVD player before those came out, and I got a PlayStation 2 on launch day, and that would have been in 2000.
Yeah, so did I.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was sometime after this.
And all the launch PlayStations could hardly play DVDs.
I had no
And
problem.
You had no problem?
No, mine worked just fine.
It still works.
A lot of the ones around us, everyone had problems with them, and they had to return them and get a new PlayStation after a little bit.
Interesting.
Strange.
I still have mine hooked up, and it still works to this day.
Yeah.
They had bad lasers in them from the factory.
My
the
PlayStation as well. My
Interesting.
original, yeah.
It's just I remember these videos, and I remember thinking some of these were such odd combination of episodes. It's like you had Starscream's Brigade and Auto Berserk when you could have had Starscream's Brigade and Revenge of Bruticus, which kind of makes sense.
People need Auto Berserk. You need that.
Yeah, and then you got it's just
It's a
something we're just-
classic.
yeah, it is. It's just like it's an odd mix up of episodes.
No, it's not.
Now, Bot was on one of these, right?
No.
According to the wiki, no.
Damn.
No.
They really screwed up with that.
Yeah. And in 1973, our buddy, Bill Forster, co-author of the Allspark Almanac and the Art Compendiums, he was born.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Days.
Okay. So, people watching live on video, I am going, or actually, I guess recorded, because I'm not going to go back and fix this. I need to go in and set up the screen cap here. So the screen's going to go black for a second while I show the photos. But Toy Fair is this weekend, and we got lots of stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess right now we're going to be looking at Masterpiece movie Bumblebee, which looks amazing. It all original, new toy. And do we have a retail on it?
No, but I'm assuming it would be. Well, are we talking U.S. or?
Yeah, U.S.
I believe in the product descriptions they sent out, it was $79.99.
That's not bad. Do we? Is it an exclusive? I didn't pay attention. Is it an exclusive to Toys R Us?
That part I did not see.
Hopefully not. It would be nice if this hit. It could hit. This could be a Masterpiece toy that hits major retail. As far when I say major retail, I'm not saying like Walmart was major retail, but I don't think that we've had one that's been non-exclusive.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Unless maybe the first, maybe MPO1 wasn't. I think it was though.
No, actually, I don't think that one was, because I remember seeing that at Walmart and Toys R Us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first since then, likely.
Probably so, yeah.
But gosh, tons of stuff. We just want to do a rundown. Do we have a good rundown somewhere? Let's see here. Off top, let's do it off the top of our heads because we so much crap came out. So we saw, of course, Trypticon,
Yes.
a Titan class Trypticon with full tilt. His Titan Master is Necro something. Necro.
Necro.
I thought it was two words.
Necro.
Just Necro.
What comes after Necro?
I thought it was like Necromaster or something. So we have Trypticon, and Trypticon eats Titan Masters. And we have video of that, and it's amazing. It makes me happy. From a deluxe standpoint, we saw Windblade. We saw... we already saw Twin Twist, but Twin Twist was there. And
Well, I mean, this was the first time we actually saw Twin Twist.
Yeah.
I thought we had a photo of Twin Twist.
No.
Okay. For whatever reason, I thought we had a photo of that. So let's see here. And also we saw a third deluxe from Wave 5. What was it?
No,
Croc.
there's only two deluxes from Wave 5.
We saw Croc. Is Croc
That's Wave 4.
Wave 4.
Oh, Croc is Wave 4?
Since up till now, Wave 4 was not officially acknowledged by Hasbro in the US. That was part of their reveals at Toy Fair. Reveals. And then Windblade and Twin Twist were basically like how they had Perceptor and Brawn and those things at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
It was kind of the here's your sneak preview of the wave after the stuff we're technically actually showing you.
We only saw a part of Wave 5, which was interesting, and we saw nothing after that deluxe wise.
Right.
So,
but that's not that unusual. We usually only see like a wave and a half at a time.
Yeah, but we saw we saw the speed box set, which we now know the name of is something.
Siege on or Chaos on Velocitron?
Yeah.
Details. I don't like details.
The other one is Siege on Cybertron, I think.
Yes.
But that comes,
and I will be getting both of those.
But that
I'll
comes,
be getting both of them and selling about half of each.
I'm going to try to get them.
That comes with its own scale fast lane, which he doesn't fit into a scale. It also comes with Laser Prime, which is based off the Voyager mold, which it looks awesome. It also includes, I guess, another Prime, which is going to be Super Jinrai.
No, that's in the other set.
That's in the other set? So we saw parts of both.
We saw both sets.
Full set. Yeah.
So the Chaos on Velocitron has Leader Class Quick Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Voyager Laser Optimus.
Yep.
Nautica's the deluxe in that one, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then Fast Lane.
And is that the one that's got the Rodimus diecast head?
The little Rodimus Prime head.
Yes.
Okay, the other has Pounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the other has Pounce. It has Metal Hawk.
Deluxe Class Metal Hawk out of Trigger Happy.
Voyager Tidal Wave, and then that has the Super Jinrai Mild Redeco.
Tidal Wave is the animation-based
Broadside.
version. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But animation colors.
Yeah.
I prefer the way it looks. Yeah.
I would have liked Energon colors.
Yeah, well. You mean
So-
with lightning bolts?
Yeah.
So really quick. So with this box set, okay, we're getting Deluxe Nautica. And Wave 5, we're getting Deluxe Windblade. That's 2 female Titan Masters, and still no sign of a Titan Master RC. Don, what are your thoughts?
They're toying with you.
I'm just shocked and I can't believe it's not been shown yet. It's just it's amazing that such a popular character is still being delayed.
Well, you know what it is, Don. They could be trying to put some time in between the Generations release and the Titan Master release.
Well, here's the thing, though. We just had a Combiner Wars Megatron. Now we have a Titan Return Megatron. That was a lot less time involved between the two as compared to that RC and now.
I mean, for that matter, just in the space of 3 waves, we had a Leader Class Optimus and a Voyager Optimus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Optimus. You're allowed to have
I
him
know.
every
Like
week.
75 of those.
Yeah.
To be,
I mean,
I'm surprised there wasn't a Legends and a Deluxe as well.
Yeah, I
on the
would
more
have.
obscure side, it's been about the same time between RC, the previous RC and now as the previous Blitzwing and now.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I would have been less surprised to see new Visionaries as I would have been to see that RC.
So, Rob mentioned. So we have Octane, we have Blitzwing, we finally got to see Leader Class Overlord, and was that it for Generations?
Sea Spray.
Sea Spray.
Sea Spray.
Yeah, Sea Spray.
And,
Hey, now one thing about
Cosmos.
Overlord.
Yeah, Cosmos. Don't forget Cosmos.
Which everybody's had for 2 years already.
Yeah.
Well, 2 things. I wish if they want to re-release a figure without the Minicon, I wish it had been Gears, since Gears was really hard to find, at least in my area. I never even saw one at all. Period. That wasn't at a show or marked up online.
Same.
And the other thing was that.
And Don
The other
froze.
thing.
Use your words.
I
Don.
know. I can't remember.
I'm
what
the
the
one.
other
I'm
thing
the one with the bad
was.
memory, Don, not you.
They're saying
I
they
don't- I-
re-released Cosmos because he was hard to find, and a lot of people had a hard time finding him. So
Okay.
That gives
well,
us some hope for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
I
they have a different plan for Gears.
What about Wind Charger?
where they don't need to re-release it?
People can find Wind Charger.
he was at Five Below, so we got that covered.
Well,
Charger.
no, he
Oh,
came
damn it,
from
Chris.
No, he came from. No, mine came from Greece. I had to get mine from a seller in Greece for $24 because I could not find one anywhere.
So I thought it was a pretty good showing for Generations. Of course, we didn't see any Power of the Prime stuff. And we didn't see all of the total wave for Wave 5.
Yeah, it was all mostly stuff that had been rumored heavily, but it wasn't anything we had like physically seen before, which was a really nice change from last year.
And this also pretty much gets us to the end of the current list of rumors. So whatever we found out next may well be a surprise
until it's rumored after this.
Yeah. Two things. One, in terms of Power of the Primes, they did mention that Optimus Primal won the fan vote and will be getting a toy.
Oh, yeah, true.
Also, I looked it up. The movie masterpieces will be a Toys R Us Hasbro Toy Shop shared exclusive, and the price of the line in general will range from $80 to $100, according to the product descriptions Hasbro sent out.
Cool.
Movie masterpieces, that's mean there's going to be more.
Well, we know of 3 listings, actually.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
What are...
Well, I'm pretty sure one of them is Optimus going by the code names, and we're not sure what the third one is.
So, one thing to point out, Overlord looks great, and I forgot who it was, maybe Ant, who said that looking at it, he forgot that it was Sky Shadow.
That made me really happy to hear.
Yeah.
Brian, that's what I just remember my other point, because Chris McFeely pointed out on Twitter that it'd be interesting to see if Takara comes with both Titan, because there's 2 Titan Masters out there that are based off of Giga and Mega from Master Force. It'll be interesting to see if Takara's version of Overlord comes with both Titan Masters.
They probably will.
I would assume
I could totally see that.
Yeah, because I'm really tempted to wait and see what
They
Takara
went
is
to
going to
the
do.
effort to retool Power Master Prime into Jinrai. They can they can add a second freaking Titan Master to it.
Titan Master. So
I mean, like, that would be the whole reason there is the door in the chest to hold the extra Titan Master.
Yeah.
Don't they have a door in each chest?
Just one.
Ant says
Ant was saying it was just the one.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see here. And for, movie stuff, we saw a lot of things. We saw Leader Megatron, which was the big surprise. It's gorgeous.
It is. I have not been that excited for a movie figure.
Ever.
I think, other than
Not since
getting
the toaster.
Yeah, other than maybe getting Nightwatch Prime, finally finding one at retail at that point. But yeah, that Megatron looks just, and it looks like it's just not. I was afraid it would be like Silverbolt, traditional Silverbolt figure. It was just a robot wearing a jet on the back, but it looks like it's actually just integrated a lot more between jet and robot mode.
And I saw a picture of the back panel of the box where it says the transformation is like 30 steps.
Wow.
The only thing I'm not a fan of is I'm still not a fan of the horns that come around the side of Megatron's head. I mean, that's
tusks.
the move. Yeah, the tusks or whatever I'm not into that, but that's more of the movie's fault rather than.
Yeah. Otherwise the toy looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sort of picturing Megatron sort of pulling them off like Sailor Moon does her tiara and throws them at Prime or something at some point. That's just what sticks in my head when I see him.
So other big items we saw, we saw the Premier Edition Squeaks, which is awesome.
I don't think we'd be near as positive on that if it didn't come with the little repair bay with toolbox.
Yeah.
Well, they had to do something to make it a deluxe figure, so I'm glad they went the route they did.
Yeah, no, they made it interesting.
It is so cute. It is so awesome.
Now, is Squeaks? Do we think Squeaks is going to have a new form by the end of the movie? Like, he's going to get a
Probably
new
be
body
dead
or
by the end of the movie.
I mean, they're pushing this so hard. Like, I don't think they're going to change his appearance
Until next movie.
Wait, didn't we have Wheelie for all
don't
4
he exists
movies?
next movie.
I thought Wheelie was
Wheelie appeared in the second one. First appeared in the second one, and I think he showed up again in number 3, but not 4. Or was he in 4?
No, I don't think he was in 4.
I was like, we need.
Yeah, no, it was Brains in 4, wasn't it?
It was Brains.
Yeah, it was.
Let's see here.
Because he was the one who set Megatron loose on the world again, just because he was, kind of angry.
Was that a Soundwave that we have? The Mercedes?
No, that's Drift.
Drift's okay. He's a Mercedes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He is
now.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
because a
kind of a
Mercedes, A Mercedes is a car they can get where they can actually do real stunts with it.
Instead of like,
Whereas I've heard Bugatti is so protective of their cars that even if you buy one from them, there's like a contract that you sign, and one of the clauses is they can come and take it away from you if you leave it out in the rain.
that's amazing.
So Bugatti is a little bit nuts about their cars. It kind of that might be why Drift was a triple changer in the first place, so they could, give them a different vehicle mode. They could actually do things on screen.
Let's see here. I'm looking through. Oh,
there's Voyager
Scorn. That's exactly where I was going. So Scorn looks great. I'm looking for the.
I will get that.
Yeah, Scorn looks amazing.
I actually want to get the Hound too. That ended up looking really good as a toy to me.
Hound looks okay. Get back to the whole thumbs here.
They said it would look better when the weapons are on it, and I don't think I ever saw it with the weapons on.
Okay, so the robot mode was carrying its weapons.
Scorn.
It's 4 pieces, and they can turn into like a turret that goes on the back of the truck to kind of fill in the empty space. The one-step changer kind of has that on there permanently. But if you look at it, you kind of get an idea of what the Voyager would look like with those on. But it looks like it has the same gimmick that the first movie Voyager had, where the weapons can combine together in different ways for the robot to hold, too. It doesn't look quite as extensive as the original one, but they're still kind of keeping the spirit of that through this toy, too.
I just want to remind everybody, I'm not a fan of the movies, but I frickin' love Scorn. Scorn looks amazing. So they've won me over.
And he's a Voyager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Voyager Megatron looks good too. Here is a photo of Voyager Megatron.
I'm a little confused why they would have done a Voyager and a leader
money
right off, but right out of the gate. Like,
yeah.
Well,
so I think. Go ahead, Don.
I was gonna say, because if they're looking at it from a hitting as many target audiences as possible, like you were saying, there's going to be kids out there that get like Christmas money or birthday money that'll be, that they can afford a Voyager, but they can't swing a leader. But you're going to want people like us that want the leader class that's going to have the better transformation, probably.
I'm just surprised they didn't do it a little bit later. Like, here's the Voyager, or here's the leader after they do the Voyager.
We don't know yet what's going to break down to Wave 1 versus Wave 2 amongst those. It could be that the Megatron, the Voyager Megatron is Wave 1 Voyager, and then the leader is the Wave 2. Because I have a feeling we're looking at the first 2 waves of stuff here.
And Hound does look nicer than I give it credit for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm kind of thinking the Voyagers that were on display, the new ones, are probably between waves 2 and 3, because I think wave 1 is going to be the Grimlock, Recolor, and Optimus.
Yeah, I can skip that one.
Right. Well, you can skip like half of wave 1 from everything we've seen.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't see Hot Rod.
No, we did not see Hot Rod.
Yeah, that's fairly strange.
Again, I'm pretty sure they're holding some stuff back for
they have to be
spoiler considerations. And Hot Rod, and if that Cybertron set are real, then Hot Rod's real, but you know what I mean. But we'll probably see them after the movie is out.
Yeah, I sort of imagine it'd be like Mattel doing the Phantasm figure. Hot Rod will be there in the back of the package we showed Rodimus Prime at the end of the movie. It's like,
yeah. So like Lockdown, expect him to be hard to find, except, hopefully actually good this time.
I think we heard Hot Rod's going to have 2 vehicle modes in the movie. The one we're seeing is the Lamborghini. What if that is the Rodimus Prime form, and the first vehicle mode is the Hot Rod, and they're not doing a toy of Hot Rod? So they can't really promote Rodimus Prime without spoiling the movie.
I'm really shocked because, like you said, there's really no events between now and
SDCC.
There's nothing, and the movie comes out, I guess, before SDCC. Well, I mean, I guess that would be the right timing, because movie is it around July 4th again, or is it
end of June, I think.
End of June.
Yeah.
All around the same only weekend. About 3 months away.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's about the right timing, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, like even Cybertron Con in Hong Kong is going to be within a week or two of SDCC, so we're not even going to have that as like a real bridging element.
June 23rd.
Yeah. And it's not like
So
we
4
got
months away.
Yeah.
Brian sending me to that this year, right?
What?
Cybertron Con.
No. I think we're good. Yeah, let's see. And Robots in Disguise. Let's see here. Ultra B was a big one.
That I understand
big-
it's getting quite
big-
a reaction from fans.
So I'll point this out. Like, so we got, what was the other combiner?
Menosaur.
Okay. So we got
And Megatronus.
we got the Menosaur and the Ultra B render, the transformation, not transformation, but the 360-degree
turnaround.
video. And for whatever reason, I couldn't get Menosaur to work. So posting Ultra B to Facebook, so many people crapped on it. And it's like, what is this? This looks like a toy. It is a toy. These are for kids. Even the
You are a
this-
toy.
This is the kids' line based on the cartoon. I mean,
Yeah, I think it looks awesome. It's small, but I think it looks great.
Like,
The reason it's small is because they wanted to get this into the kids' hands all as one set. So they don't have to buy, each individual piece
What's up with
or
Drift
make
Sword?
it $100.
Why is it just Drift Sword? Why did
Yes,
they? What?
he had a spare.
Okay.
no, Drift becomes the sword, I think,
Lame.
because swords are his thing. Like,
But
I
now-
understand why people would be down on this design. I'm not interested in buying one myself, but like I also understand the purpose of it being what it is.
Yeah.
That's where the disconnect is happening when you think everything should be this.
Yeah.
And not realize that there has to be stuff that's made other ways so that it can be part of the line in an accessible way.
Now we were saying that the Bruticus artwork that we saw was more just conceptual art they were using for display. There was no hint.
Something for a mobile game, I think.
Okay,
I mean, and that could still be a toy. It's just not something they're ready to talk about right now.
right.
We saw other stuff from Robots in Disguise, but there wasn't a whole lot.
No, there really wasn't.
I mean, nothing.
There was that blue bisque.
a Thermidor.
Thermidor.
Thermidor. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, a few minutes ago on Twitter, the TF Wiki posted there is a new Robots in Disguise opening, and it does feature some of the Crash combiners. And so there is an updated opening for the next season whenever it comes out.
What was the name of the blind bagged transforming toys that we saw?
Tiny turbo changers.
Those are awesome.
Yes.
Those are freaking blind bag transformers. They actually transform. They're tiny too, but that's amazing.
Basically, are they basically like Q Transformers?
so they're
Is
bot shots.
They're like tiny titans, except they transform.
Are they Toony and a little loony as well? Or?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that was impressive. I'm just impressed that we get a transforming blind bag toy.
Yeah, I mean, I could see myself, in Walgreens at some point, seeing the little carton of them there and being like, okay, I'll grab a couple of these and see what I get.
Occasionally, I mean, I only have a couple tiny titans. Occasionally, I'll be like, I want to get one to see who I get. I got a Stilljaw this past weekend. I'm like, awesome, it's Stilljaw. He's the best. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Nothing else really.
You got those sparks.
Oh yeah, the Allspark power stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
The Allspark Tech line is the simple transformers with the big Allspark cube. You can cram in them, and they will tell you what robot they're in and what mode the robot is in.
The smart toy play pattern.
Yeah.
And then there was the what was it? Dragonstorm, the big
Oh, the
multi-headed
three-headed
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which has the black light feature to interact with the UV paint on the one-step changers.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yep, those are things that happen too.
Hey, Something that didn't happen at Toy Fair is WonderFest because that happens in Japan. And
Same weekend, though.
Same weekend. We got a tease for Masterpiece Dinobot. And it's obviously the tease we got is just the animation, a silhouette of it.
Which is the same thing they did with Cheetor when they first revealed that.
And Cheetor is a darn miracle, so it'll be really interesting to see what they do with Dinobot.
No,
I think Dinobot's a bigger challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. The first Transformer that comes with a little packet of magic that you just sort of sprinkle on top of the figure to transform.
His transformation is effectively like a flash. It's like a flash of light, basically, and it's like voila, look at me.
Basically, it's almost
Major Extinction when they had the Transformium fake Transformers.
Exactly.
And they would turn into clouds of bees and change shapes that way. That's essentially what Dinobot does in the cartoon.
Yes.
There is no physical possible progression to get from that dinosaur mode to that robot mode. But Takara's engineers have to figure it out now.
Yeah.
You figured they would have held off on Dinobot until they got a couple more beasts under their belt, to get more comfortable with the transformation process.
Well, go big or go home.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's almost like Beast Machine's morphing. It's just kind of, just.
I mean, people gave Beast Machine so much crap for how they stylized the maximal transformations, but you go back and look at how Beast Wars stuff transformed, and the only difference is there is not mechanical sounds overlaid over the process.
Yeah, so Dinobot is bigger than Optimus Primal.
Yeah.
He's not as big as Optimus. He's bigger than Optimus Primal, so he's a big character.
He is the second biggest character next to Megatron.
And he's a raptor, right?
Yeah.
Considering
that is scientifically inaccurate.
They're the size of chickens.
Incredibly.
They're about Velociraptor's about the size of a chicken.
Really?
No, they're bigger than that, but not much.
A turkey.
The fandom revisionism. The fandom revisionism just has him as a Utahraptor. Because those were actually pretty big.
Yeah. About 6-7 feet, yeah.
Velociraptor would be like the size of a dog.
I think of the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
Those are inaccurate.
Which was wrong.
Scientifically inaccurate.
Well, so was Sludge, and we all got over that because Sludge is still he will always be.
We didn't know the difference. We didn't know the difference. They knew the difference. They just didn't care. So, but yeah, but Dinobot will be. God, we're arguing about stupid stuff. Dinobot is going to be
welcome
awesome.
to the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dinobot. I'm excited. I'm really excited because Dinobot is, I guess, my second favorite character from Beast Wars after Megatron, or Waspinator. God, there's so many great characters in Beast Wars.
Yes. In any case, we'll probably see a prototype around Tokyo Toy Show time.
Yeah. And we'll get a Grimlock out of it too, potentially.
And when's Tokyo Toy Show? Just for
summer.
August-ish.
July,
August.
I mean, we talked about it on the.
Okay, so BotCon 2015. Remember, Tokyo Toy Show happened at the same time, and they debuted the Diabattle stuff there, right about when they were telling us about it at that really cool Birth of the Transformers panel.
Yeah, it's mid-June this year because that's when the supposed pre-order for Black Convoy comes up.
I remember being horribly angry at seeing the Ironhide prototype. Okay, June.
I talked about it on the minicast, which everyone should listen to because it was a great minicast. But I was really surprised they didn't do Megatron before Dinobot. That was
what I can think of is they're releasing the G1 Megatron in the Masterpiece line, and to avoid confusion, they don't want to do two different versions of a Megatron back to back.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I would still like to see them do Transmetals because Optimus and Megatron had some of the best forms as Transmetals.
Absolutely.
I just don't know how they could pull off that, not be like $150, $160 with that kind of level of engineering.
Also, the thing about, I hate to say this, I'm going to sound terrible. They're digging deeper and deeper into G1 with Masterpiece, but there's an economy to it. They can only invest so much money into what they do as Masterpiece. That I'm afraid they may not invest that much time and energy into Beast Wars, into going into the stuff that we would actually want, like Transmetal Optimus, Transmetal Megatron. Heck, I'd love to see a Transmetal Tarantulas. or an
Oh, yeah.
or a non-transmittal, a standard Inferno, something like that.
Now, see, even with the G1 stuff, they're rapidly running out of molds that they can use time after time after time after time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
The farther into 1985 they go, the less of that there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, who knows what we'll ultimately see from Beast Force? And there's other Transformer series that need coverage, like Don Car Robots. I know that's what you want to see, but realistically, we should at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Masterpiece Car Robot Brothers would be really awesome, you know.
Yeah, think of all the money I could save.
Well, you have those.
Spy Changers.
God, that would be great.
Oh, okay.
But
With the through axles still.
nice. That would be fantastic. How could they do that? They couldn't do that.
That's not my problem. That's Takara's problem to engineer.
Just
I'm the idea
upscale
man.
Spy Changer toys. Call them Masterpiece.
I guess I know how they could do it. They could have like the axle, like the wheel and the axle become a weapon, and it just pops out and it's attached to one arm.
And they can use that as a prototype for
Or
Masterpiece Hotshot.
Yes. So, but
the two axles are actually magnets, you know, they split apart.
Anyway, before we move off this Masterpiece thing, because I know Brian's trying to segue off of it, I just want to say, like, if they did a Masterpiece Transmetal Megatron, I am not a proponent of, like, just gratuitous metal in toys, but I would totally be down for the dinosaur head, the toes, the chrome stuff from the original toy, all that being die-cast metal, because that would just feel perfect.
Or if a third-party company wanted to do that, I would be all for it.
Obviously, I would favor the official one first,
Me
but
too.
sure.
Me too.
Nice razor sharp teeth.
Yes.
I just don't see it happening any other way. So, third parties out there, if you want to do it, I mean, for God's sakes, we got Leonidas as freaking Live Convoy.
And you're making 7 Springers, so like,
make it master.
Are we up to
6
7 or
Springers.
is it still
No,
6?
6.
It's 6.
Okay.
Masterpiece scale. It's 7 if you count others. But yeah, God, I want a Masterpiece Transmetal Megatron so bad, and a GT.
Everybody
Megatron.
should. Anyway, moving on.
Let's see here. Robots in Disguise, Twinferno. First look at prototypes and colors. I completely missed this. When did this pop up?
It got easily lost in the build-up to Toy Fair. This happened between RFC last week and Toy Fair happening.
That I like it.
Yep.
Is he one of the ones that was hidden behind the chair?
What?
Yeah. I thought it was Diecast posted the picture. There was a chair at Toy Fair, and it was sitting right in front of several Robots in Disguise figures.
I
And you couldn't see them. You couldn't see them except through the slats in the chair.
I especially loved the vehicle mode.
Yeah.
That scratches so many itches. I don't even know why. Something about that I just love.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely getting that.
It's
like the Titans Return toy. That's Double Cross. This is Twinferno. This is its own identity.
Oh, and I did see this next item, and I completely forgot about it. It's a Transformers Monopoly from Winning Solutions. What in the heck is Winning Solutions?
Insane.
Yes.
Is that I guess this is not made by Parker Brothers. It's a licensee.
Mm-hmm. It's a licensee doing a licensed thing.
That's crazy.
So it's like double license.
It's Inception. But it's a Transformers Monopoly.
I already have a Transformers.
You don't have this one.
No, and you won't either.
It's expected to cost $500 to $600.
What?
Ooh.
What?
I don't like it that much.
So you see the panels where you can put your money and stuff all fold in and make a metal frame, and you can hang it on your wall as an art piece.
Ooh, the pieces are pretty.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Unicron is really pretty.
If I'm gonna spend that, I'm just gonna throw $200 more into the kitty and get that Unicron statue lamp. If I'm gonna spend that much money on something.
Idea.
Yeah.
So Megatron does not have an orange cap, so it's invalid. I lost interest. Is that the Matrix, or is that?
Yeah. There's Unicron, the Matrix, Starscream, Megatron, Optimus, Hot Rod.
I couldn't tell.
Yes.
I couldn't tell if it was the Matrix or Groove from the front.
It took me a minute to figure out what it was supposed to be, but yeah, it's the Matrix.
Yeah, I thought it was Groove for a second. I'm like, that's weird. It's like odd choice. Man, I like this. I would never spend that much money on it, but
yeah, I mean, it's really, really well put together. Like, I love all the art assets. I love the way they design the pieces. But yeah, that is not a $500 board game to me.
Yeah.
Remotely.
I'm not sure there is any such thing.
There is no such thing as a $500 board game to me.
Exactly.
Like, maybe we could justify $50 for that.
Well, now I was at Ross before the holidays and saw the collector's edition of Clue. They had the hardwood case, the silver plated pieces. I mean, it was a really nice thing, and that was $100, and that was way more than I wanted to pay for Clue.
Does it come with Tim Curry?
I wish it did.
Hey,
wait, it was $100 at Ross?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
This is mostly for our live viewers, but I do want to point out, go to tfradio.net/Amazon, and Amazon today is taking like $8.62 off your order of $50 or more, using the coupon code Big Thanks. And I honestly don't know what they're thanking you for. I could read this, but it's details and I don't want to bother. But I placed an order today. I bought a couple books for work, and it took $8.62 off using the coupon.
That's a really odd, arbitrary number.
Okay.
Well, I think it's the rating they got or something.
Yeah, so apparently a study got a score of 86.27, which is a record high in 18 years of industry. So they're offering $8.62 off orders of $50 or more. That is for February 22nd only. And darn it, it worked. I got it off tfradio.net/Amazon. That's $8.62 off their already fantastic prices. Like, if you want Monopoly, you can get Monopoly. Just go to tfradio.net/Amazon and search for Monopoly. And
you won't pay $500 for it either.
No. How much is it? They have Monopoly for $21.
What about Transformers Monopoly? I believe there has been a set before that wasn't priced stupid.
Yeah.
It has happened, yes.
So they have it there for like $80 to $85. It is a collectible, so
it is out of print. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still cheaper than $600.
Yes.
That's true. And of course, go to tfradio.net/ what is it? TR? TFradio.net.
That's what's in the show notes.
Yeah, /TR. And you can actually see all the Titans Return stuff that they have available. And they got 6-shot available right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They also have,
like, for retail.
Yeah, well, looks like it's probably secondary market. It's prime shipping, $59. Still not that bad.
And you take $8 off of that, and that's decent.
Yeah,
True.
There you go. So tfradio.net/TR, 6 shots available. They have 14 left. Using the Big Thanks coupon code, and get that off. They also have Titans Return Soundwave and Sound Blaster for $40, and I still need that. So
I saw those in person today for the first time.
wow.
Oh, cool.
Along with all those Optimuses I didn't want, the Voyager ones.
Yep.
And Fortress Maximus is
Come himself.
116.78, so it make about
that's good.
110.
Yeah, so if you didn't
Nice.
get that, yeah, that's definitely a good deal. And that Platinum Edition Autobot Hero set is still available for $120. And of course, you can get anything you want from there. I get my cat litter delivered to my house for less money than it would cost me to actually go out and buy it.
And remember, Cadbury cream eggs by the gross.
Yeah, I still have like half of that box left that I bought like 2 months ago.
Okay, maybe not the gross, but a large quantity.
Yeah.
Totally absurd. Definitely buy
Didn't
that.
I make a URL for that?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
you did.
tfradio.net/Cadbury.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. It's $29.99 for a pack of 48. And I bought,
Okay, so like a quarter of a gross.
yeah, but I bought this almost 3 months ago, and I'm only halfway through. Yeah,
That's because you're not a monster like me. That wouldn't have lasted the week if I had bought it.
true. So yeah, thank you everybody out there using our link, and thank you Amazon. We don't have any third-party news this week.
I mean, I think the third party kind of knew better than to like release anything on Toy Fair weekend.
I just realized we've been doing the show for an hour now. It does not feel like it.
Man.
We've been talking a lot.
That just flew by. Oh my gosh. I thought we're gonna have to fill time. I'm like, Don, do you know any songs? But
Oh, thank God, Don doesn't have to sing.
This is the song that never ends. It never ends. It never ends.
I haven't heard that in years. That's awesome. No, seriously, I'm like, we gotta fill time. How are we gonna do this? It's 9:30. So, hey, let's see here, Rob. What's on TFormers this week?
Well, we've got a couple of comics reviews. I reviewed Lost Light number 3, which is decent. It's one of the very expository issues of More Than Meets the Eye / Lost Light. So if that is your thing, you will probably enjoy it. And XV reviewed Optimus Prime issue 4, which has Alex Milne back on art since for the first time since Lost Light began. So that is really a nice issue.
His art with Josh Bertram's colors for the first time since Dark Cybertron, I think.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is worth picking up. Lastly, I went back to my pre-Toy Fair predictions and took a look at how many were accurate, slightly above half, which I think is pretty good. So you can find the full prediction scorecard on tformers.com.
Very cool. Let's see. Go ahead.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
X-Ray Monkey just posted. Did you see that?
I happen to be looking at that. I don't know what Prime
Okay.
Now. I don't know what Prime Now is. So
Well, I thought he was referring to like Amazon with Prime shipping. If there was a,
I don't see it.
I thought Prime Now was like the thing that lets you buy groceries and things.
Maybe. I don't see it. But thank you, X-Ray Monkey. I'll be looking. And Sam Green, who's also in the chat, tweeted at the Don's panel, we should introduce him as Death's Headmaster Don. I'm adding to 2.
Yes.
oh
Yes.
no. I will not show up.
Oh.
I will not show up. I will protest.
Well, no, we'll wait till you're already on stage and call you that. Then there will be no escape.
Yeah, funny enough, so that Prime Now is not available in the city, which makes me sad. Let's see here. On the network this week, we have Superhero Time Presents, that one episode of Star Trek, the animated series finale. So you're done exploring the animated series.
We've done every episode of it, yes.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
I mean, there's only like 22 of them or so it's not that huge an accomplishment. But it is the first series we finished all of, and probably the only one.
How long have you been doing that one episode of Star Trek?
Apparently since just before BotCon 2015.
Holy crap.
I had not actually realized it had been that long, although the episode that posted this week was episode 65, so it kind of tracks.
Hey, while I'm thinking of it, and I'm only thinking about this because of Superhero Time, so today would have been JD's birthday.
Yeah, Facebook reminded me.
I hate when
Damn you, Facebook.
And of course, JD died last week, 3 years ago. But I was going through all my toys, and on the video, if I probably can't see, but I have no, you can't see, but I have boxes and boxes and boxes of crap piled up because I cleaned out my closet, and I'm going to try to get rid of some stuff. And I had stuff I was looking for that I wasn't on my shelf, some stuff that I got from JD. And I found Stampy, and I really wanted the Stampy that I got from him, and I finally found it, and the Nemesis Prime from Big Convoy. So I'd been looking for those, and I was able to find them, and I'm going to have them up on my shelf here in a couple of weeks. And the closet space that I opened up, I'm actually shoving the table that I use for like podcast equipment. It's going in there. It's going to be more workable space. So I'm actually using my closet as working space now, which is kind of sad. I ran out of room in here. I know that was a circuitous way of bringing up JD and everything, but I'm really excited to have that stuff up on the shelf now. So hopefully by next week, I can show it off on video. The RFC Minicast, episode 63, Masterpiece Dinobot at WonderCon. Who was that? Don, Diecast, John, was anybody else there, and Chris?
Me.
Talking about Masterpiece Dinobot.
It was me, because it was my idea in the first place.
Yes, it was. RFC Extra 31, which was the design team Q&A from Toy Fair. I pieced that together from audio that Ant provided and Diecast provided. Diecast, his audio is super clean, but Ant got a little more of it, so hopefully it's not too obvious where I pair the stuff together.
I mean, it's completely obvious where it cuts from one to the other, but it's okay because it still is a complete picture.
Yeah.
There's also an article on TFormers that basically collects most of the relevant information from that for... it's good to have just while you're listening along with it, you can kind of go through and see what the points are.
Cool.
Wait, what did I miss? The beginning?
Like the beginning and ending, basically.
He just started recording earlier and recorded longer
15
than you.
seconds to either end, pretty much.
Okay.
A little more than 15 seconds, like a couple minutes.
Okay, a little bit. I think it was like 15 seconds at the start, but a couple minutes at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the beginning I was like, oh, we started. Oh, this is an actual question that we're supposed to be recording.
Like you were talking, it's like, oh, this is a cute girl. She's really cute. Yes. Oh, she's cute. Oh, wait, I should be recording. That's kind of probably.
Yeah, it was a Q&A, not a cute and
Oh, Diecast, you're awesome. Let's see here. RFCX, let's see, Toy Fair, the Sunday live stream, where we talk about non-Transformers and Transformers 2. We ended up talking probably more about Transformers than not that day, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We talk about Transformers.
We are a Transformers podcast. I mean, what do people expect?
Yeah. But that was a lot of fun. We had people on that we don't... Matt, Time Lord was back.
Who sadly could not make it Saturday, but we got him Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah. Our super fan Eric Crownover was there. And Eric was good. I was really impressed. Yeah. Let's see here. Anybody else do Saturday that wasn't there Sunday? Or Sunday? Don wasn't there Sunday. Jason Kirk was there. Our buddy Jason. That was great to have him on. And
we had McFeely on Saturday.
So McFeely on Saturday. Jeremy Dennis from Transmissions.
Fricinator.
Bobby
Skullface from Shattered Cast and his toy reviews. Let's see here.
Brickinator.
Yeah, Mark. Chris Triplett. Chris McFeely. So that was a lot of fun.
Chris's.
A lot of Chris's.
Yeah.
We had like 12 people on at one point.
And I want to apologize to Don. I think I hurt Don's feelings. Don has never been on one of those Toy Fair live streams before. So we start those off with a cold start. Like with nobody talking, I'm like, we're not talking. It's like, we got to stop. And I think I hurt Don's feelings, and I want to apologize, Don.
Okay.
It bothered me. It bothered me all weekend until then. So hopefully I didn't hurt your feelings, but I thought I did.
Since I don't really remember it, I'm going to say no problem.
Good, awesome. I feel better then. But yeah, so
no, Don, it just means you've repressed it.
True. So we have our Toy Fair 8, we have our Saturday live stream up. Now, I actually edited that down. So instead of being like all 4.5 hours, it's primarily stuff that we are talking about once Diecast is in the building. So all that stuff that was recorded beforehand, we'll probably post at some point as an RFC Extra or maybe as the RFC Insider material for next week.
Is the live stream archive itself is still up on the YouTube channel, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So if anybody wants to see that, that's also there.
Yeah. And, of course, being awesome, episode 92, Transformers Kaiju, Transformers Pets, and Transformers as Transformers. So since Rob wasn't at Toy Fair, he recorded this before, he had some interesting topics on the show that week. And Rob is working his butt off on pulling together Botlanta, so that's... I've just been really impressing him, like, just work. So it's pretty cool. And let's see here, and that's it. That's all we have. We did a lot of podcasts over the last week. And thank you for everybody that downloaded and listened along with us live. I think we had like 4,000 people watch something like 3,000 or 4,000 people watch the live stream Saturday. So that's awesome. And so thanks for doing that. We appreciate it. Let's see here. I am personally on Twitter at BKilby. And I am on Instagram at Brian Kilby. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/TFRadio. We are on Instagram at TF Podcast. We have a Tumblr too, and I forget about that, but we're TF Radio on Tumblr. And don't forget, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Radio Free Cybertron. And you can do all that. The show notes for this episode can be found at tfradio.net/506, and that will include the links that we talk about. 507. Yeah, this is 507. And that will include all the links. Don, how do people get a hold of you?
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EBR.
Anywhere else?
I'm on Facebook, but I'm only there as me, and I don't go to Facebook much. So
You don't.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Okay. Diecast.
I can be found everywhere. You can find me on Twitter at Diecast2. You can find me on YouTube at RFC Reviews. You can find me. Where else can you find me on Facebook at Reviews by Diecast? You can find me on Taobao. You can find me.
You have an Instagram now, don't you?
Yeah,
you just
but
don't know how
I
to find
haven't
it.
really.
Okay.
I haven't really used it yet.
Okay.
And you can find him hiding under your bed.
That's true. Matt.
I am the most talked about reviewer. When you watch video reviews, everyone talks about me.
This is true. They're always talking about Diecast.
They're always talking about Diecast.
Yeah, it's true. Matt?
You can find me on Twitter at Melvar. That's with 3 L's and 2 R's.
Good for you for finally setting up a Twitter account.
Yeah, something like that.
Chris, how do people get a hold of you?
I don't care.
Okay, Rob.
I didn't know that was an option.
No comment.
I am
Very
on
good.
Twitter at Figure Reviewers. I am on YouTube at Flailthroughs, and of course you can see both XV and my video reviews at on YouTube at TFormers TV, and of course all of our writing at tformers.com.
Awesome. And John, are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm there. You know I'm here to plug. This is my time. Follow me on Twitter at ThatJohnD, and then subscribe to me on Twitch. I haven't broadcast enough, but I'm also ThatJohnD on Twitch. Find me on Twitch. Subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, and we automatically rebroadcast your stuff on our Twitch at TF Radio. Little plug there.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, sweet. Hey, and don't forget, you can actually watch us on your Roku if you have one. You can search for us under Radio Free Cybertron in the store. And special interests. You can also get a lot of other interesting things there in special interests. And of course, if you're just already logged into your Roku account on the website, you can go to tfradio.net/Roku. And that will just automatically redirect you to our location on the website, and just click Add Channel, and you're there. You can watch us. It's awesome, and you can watch us right there on your big screen TV. Okay.
But not live. We're not that fancy yet.
You can watch us live through YouTube on Roku.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It just costs a lot more to do that live. A lot more.
I would imagine.
A whole lot more. So you can go to TF, if you want to see us live on your Roku, go to tfradio.net/Amazon and buy everything that you buy through our link, and then maybe we could afford,
and then some,
and then maybe we could afford.
Just go to the Amazon link and buy everything.
Yeah,
that's where I thought he was going with that.
And do
honestly.
that, and do that every month, every day, at least once monthly, and then we could afford to stream on Roku.
Probably not.
No, we could at that point. Yeah, I mean, we're talking at that point, we're talking about the thousands of dollars to do that.
However, if you want to see Diecast go to Hong Kong and cover Cybertron Con live like he did Toy Fair, start buying plasma TVs.
Yes. Oh yeah, that'd be great.
OLED.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
We only need enough money to cover a one-way ticket.
Grand pianos.
Grand pianos.
No, I mean that's true because once his visitor papers run out, they'll just deport him back home.
That's true.
Well, see, I want someone to order a grand piano and have it delivered by drone. I want to see that happen.
We're not
Big
there
drone.
yet. We're not there yet. Okay, we'll see you later. Have a good one.
Take care, everybody.
Drone.
I mean, they could just fly a little cargo plane over the house and parachute it out.
What the heck did Rob just tweet?
Which Rob?
Rob Springer. Oh, he was talking about the
Yeah.
he was talking about the thing at Joelanta.
Don, I want you to know that while we were on the show, and that when they asked you what you thought about not seeing Titan Master RC, I didn't say, well, they gave you Death's Head too, Don. What else do you want?
I wish I thought of that. I think Death Head 2 looks great.
Okay, Rob, that does move you to the bottom of the list once I finally snap.
And
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
the one thing I was really impressed with on Sunday was Timey's explanation of Death's Head 2.
Yes.
I don't remember it. Can you recap that?
No, I can't.
Oh.
But he did an amazing job recapping the production and when Death's Head 2 was released and how it was released. It was.
Oh yeah, the cut down magazine thing.
Yeah.
That's the fact that it was a British
Yeah, okay, I
production
remember that now.
for American publication that was then modified to be published in Britain.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, let's see here. Done recording. Hit stop the recording. Oh man, I haven't had my energy drink yet. Maybe I'll hold off.
Yeah, this late, Brian, you'll be bouncing through the roof.
I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep well last night, so I probably shouldn't do that. I can probably just. I can probably just post the audio of the show tonight and be done.
Well, yesterday you did not have a good day. So.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anything going on in the chat? Oh, geez, I didn't notice cut from one to the other. Either Brian did. So, like, it was a hard cut, but it was like I'm pretty good at getting the timing down. It's just the
sound. Oh, the timing was fine. It was just the way the audio sounded that made it apparent.
Yeah. But yeah, Diecast audio was I mean, I did some cleaning up, but it was freaking awesome. It was
perfect. That was hard to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do a lot. I have gotten really good at Audacity over the last couple years.
You've always had a lot of Audacity.
Yeah, I have.
It's free.
You know, Brian,
it is free.
Well, Brian's got a lot of Audacity, but he is a real player. So.
Oh, damn it, Don. But yeah, like I moved from God. I think I was using Goldwave as of like 3 years ago. But I'm like, that just doesn't work anymore, and I didn't. I actually looked for a copy of Pro Tools, but I couldn't afford to spend what Pro Tools costs. I think at one point I was using a pirated copy of Sound Booth, but I actually have whatever Adobe's actual editor is. I just don't use it because Audacity works great. Even though Mike Walker, the guy that does our liners and stuff, even though he uses whatever Adobe platform it is, and I can never remember the name of it.
Audition, yeah.
Yeah. Audacity works great, and I have every function that I use memorized.
Hey, Brian, is there a recent Take 4 Wrestling posted?
I didn't do... So, I had a bad day yesterday.
That's okay. I just won't put it in the newsletter.
Oh, yeah.
Or you want me to just keep the current one, like last week's, or the last one in there?
Yeah, leave the last one in there. Like, right. The listenership on that really dropped. Don't know why. Here, let me send you the link to the...
Maybe you need to, start a new gimmick. It is wrestling after all.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe you should let Sting win clean sometime, huh?
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh yeah, let me send you that audio, the link for this week's Insider. Basically, I just upload it to SoundCloud and make it private.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I get to put a video in this week's. How nice.
Oh yeah, there's lots of video.
Get to embed the YouTube video for your toy fair.
Oh yeah, George the Animal Steel passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, sucks.
He was pretty old. He was
79.
In his 70s. Yeah,
he was 79. Chris, how are you liking using SoundCloud now?
It's okay.
Okay.
The workflow is a little bit slower because I have to wait for the file to fully process before I can build the final parts of the website post.
Yeah, I get that.
But that's really the only meaningful difference.
What diecast?
I was going to say, so Chris, you usually know this stuff. Is this a mistake on the packaging? Because it's Optimus Prime, but yet he has...
Every one of them is like that.
Okay.
Every Optimus or every Voyager?
Every Optimus.
Oh.
Is that was a mistake, though, obviously?
Or maybe it's a hint. It could be a hint.
Well, the way Optimus Prime is going in IDW, maybe it's a hint.
Or the movies.
Or the movie.
Yeah, the way he's been heading the movies for the past 10 years.
Mm.
Yeah, Optimus in the comics is going that way because he just doesn't know any better. Optimus in the movies is going that way just because he enjoys it.
Yep.
Yeah, and of course he's insane.
That's why he enjoys it.
Yes.
I would love to ask the guy who does Optimus Prime,
Peter
and I'm
Cullen.
tired and I can't. Yeah, Peter Cullen, what he thinks of Optimus turning into a bad guy.
So here's the thing. It just occurred to me. So Peter Cullen needs to retire. One. But the thing is, back in the day when he did Optimus Prime, using the contractions and everything, he actually sounded like he was having fun. And if a younger Peter Cullen using contractions did the movie Optimus would be way more awesome.
Mm-hmm. I think the problem is that Peter Cullen died sometime around 1998, and they replaced him with a Soong-type android, and that's why he doesn't use contractions anymore.
It's possible. Positronic Matrix type L or R?
Wait, how can he have contractions if he's a guy?
Oh, damn it, Diecast.
How did Diecast somehow manage to make a worse joke than me saying that Peter Cullen is Data?
Well, I was suggesting he could be lore.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Hey, people watching live, I think we're going to drop off. We'll see you later.
Bye.